Artie Lang looked into the camera with intensity, ready to report live on the breaking news about XRP's assault by criminal gangsters. It was Friday, April 26th, a day that would go down in crypto history. The 69-cent Vincenzo gold crypto investing studio stood tall, a beacon of hope in the volatile market chaos. Old Vincenzo, a seasoned investor, gazed out over the stunning view of Lake Superior from the 33rd floor, contemplating the market turmoil. As XRP plummeted below the rising channel, panic spread among traders facing liquidation, causing chaos in the crypto world. Millions of XRP coins flooded the open market, manipulated by criminal gangsters aiming to hammer the price to just 37 cents. The orchestrated dumping of XRP by the gangsters triggered a ripple effect, shaking the foundations of the crypto community. In the midst of the chaos, a call to action emerged. To unite against market manipulation and uphold integrity in crypto.
Subscribe down below, like the channel most importantly, and share. Good 27th of April, if we can believe this already, steadily marching our way towards May Day. As we can see, we have a overcast, darkening and thickening storm clouds streaming in on the southern end of an elevated warm front that has lifted north of the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois, with the dark cumulus nimbus clouds and a southwesterly wind of 25 to 40 miles an hour and gusting to 50 miles an hour today, as we have a cold front streaming in from the west out of Iowa and Nebraska and Colorado, with a major winter storm out there in the Rockies and severe weather outbreak and a tornado outbreak around Norman, Oklahoma yesterday, and Kansas and Nebraska. We're going to have severe weather potentially here later on today and tomorrow, with a current temperature of 68 degrees J at the Central Illinois Airport in Bloomington. And we ask you, just as these storms are moving into bell notification, comment down below, like the channel, and share to keep that #1 XRP and gold and silver bullion insider exclusively free here on YouTube and social media, filled with integrity, truth, education, and information. And we're going to fleece, heist, and shiest to knock down and beat down the criminal gangsters and market manipulators that are out there. And if we break down into the XRP price, as yesterday we really broke down and watched that video, it's got good likes, it's got good reviews and views. And the first 12 hours of it being aired to my general public on a breakdown of the Bitcoin price, where we're at, how we got there, and where we're going, and what we're doing to take advantage of every opportunity that's out there, because there's always opportunities. There's always opportunities that is out there waiting for you to be taken advantage of. And right here, some might see this as a continued bull run or a bullish continuation pattern that's going to break out to the upside. It is. But what I think old Vincenzo thinks in a super simple and easy way to trade this market is we think we had what we call a pull. Some people would call a pull, it is right here. We call that the flag pull. And then this is the flag. Right? That's the flag right here. And the technical breakdown of that, of a Vincenzo target, right? Fuck the technicals. This is a fucking Vincenzo target. I need a motherfucking Vincenzo target, man. And this is what this is. We don't go by the technicals. We go by old Vincenzo. Super simple, industry exclusive, company made probability-based trading system. And this probability system says, we circled up here as a big point of a breakdown and emphasis, because that was a flagpole. Then we circled here as what started our upper resistance into what we were thinking could be some sort of a pattern here. And then we had our major lower support, and we've had the three major rejections. The big hyper pump with the manipulation and the orchestration and the facilitation of the judge. And then we pump down. And what happens here is the retail traders buy. I mean, I can only break this down so many times for you. And then we still have people that don't understand what's happening here. But at first, let's start off by looking at our comments, because you have fleeced, heisted, and shysted and pushed us through the YouTube algorithm. As you can see, I don't do this for the money, $18 and whatever, and then $102 in the past, like, I don't know, 90 days. So obviously I'm not doing this for the money. We're doing this, and every dollar that goes into this gets reinvested with the AI or the things that we do here to get content out. We can see XRP with our commenters, and we need you to fleece, heist, and shiest. And I ask you and implore you to find a better value than $3. Yes, $3.69 a month to help support a channel. Become members of Jabroni Killers, building it block by block, day by day, Jabroni Killer by Jabroni Killer, spreading truth, education, information, and integrity, most importantly. And we are not paid. We do not get kickbacks to do promotions and hype up things. We just give you the truth and honesty with the most upright integrity that we can give you to fleece, heist, and shiest and stay on top of this. And we can see with the commenters like Young SE BZZ, nice update promo. I don't know what that is. A very long time OG at Jerome Greenberg 4202. Donald J. Trump, bro. Trump going after corporate naked shorts. Over 700 million naked shorts, could be the biggest short squeeze in history. I agree with you there. And if you were talking about the silver price, I will be able to stop selling slappers and upgrade to running high-class brothels if I don't end up back in the can for selling crack at my new McDonald's drive-through workplace location. If you know what that's about, if you're an OG member like Jerome is, from 2021 when we started the channel, you'll know what that's all about. He's always got funny things to say, but I do agree with them that I believe with the silver price, because he did comment in the silver video, I do believe silver is in a once in a generation, a once in 100-year bull market, and I think we're going to forcefully push that $50 all-time high that we hit in 1980 and then hit it back again in 2011. I think we're going to hit that $50, and we could even push $100 in the silver price, right? But these are the comments that we need. Number Jabroni Killer, Camellia, Martin, Joshua J, right? We see you, Josh J. We need you to keep commenting. Give me some insights on the coins you want that you would like to see, and we'll continue to break this stuff down for you. But what happens here is, if we get into this, is you have the big market flush, right? Everybody got, not everybody, but a lot of retail traders got in the hype train, baby, and thought this was a good buying opportunity because it was down off its peak from back in here, right? And then we had the big catastrophic flush, right? And then what happens here is the criminal gangsters load up on puts, right? As they're unloading their shares. You see, you got to break this down from even farther back. As the criminal gangsters and the market manipulators, the institutions that know what's going on, they load up in this consolidation zone with calls and buying shares outright. See? And then they ride the pump. The retail traders don't get involved. The retail traders start to get involved here, and then quickly the market manipulators, after what they seen was from the average consolidation zone to this pump, was a 3x return. And that's just about the time the retail traders hop in, right? And conveniently enough, just as the retail traders hop in, the price goes from its peak to a flush in just a few short, quick months of 77%. Now, if you're following me here, the smart money or the institutions or the criminal gangsters loaded up here in the consolidation zone. After a 3x move from the mean of the accumulation zone down here, the retail trader bought in on the hype train. And then you can see the trading that took place here, which all that is the retail traders buying the 1%ers and the organized institutions that bought down here. They need time to unload, which usually takes several weeks to a couple of months, and that's what happened here. And then you get that choppy price action until they're done selling. The retail traders have officially bought up all of the shares that the 1%ers of the institutions bought down there, and then the price goes down 77% essentially overnight in that big catastrophic flush. The retail traders in this consolidation zone down here after the flush, unlike the one up here, they are selling out to the institutions again, right? The institutions bought here. The retail trader bought it from the institutions in this consolidation up there, and the institutions made a 3x return. The price flush is 71%. Then we have a new distribution zone of the retail trader now that was up here that lost 71%, if you're following me, selling it back to those same institutional buyers and criminal gangsters that bought there. That's the consolidation of the trading zone here. As soon as all the retail traders are done selling, those institutional investors and criminal gangsters and 1%ers down at a 71% loss. The price skyrockets overnight immediately right here. And then these retail traders are now lost because they just bought in a 3x hype train, lost 71%, sold to the same guys that made 3x here because they bought back there. They sold it to the same guys here and then watched it 2x again overnight. And then they didn't know what to do, watched it consolidate, some profit taking, and then you had your final pump. And on this final pump, as soon as it breached the old high, those same retail investors that bought here, sold down here at a 71% loss to the buyers that bought here and sold to them here, now start buying as soon as it breaches here from those same buyers that bought here and bought here. They start selling them here, and the retail trader starts buying up here. And again, it's the same cycle. As soon as those institutions that bought here, sold here, bought back from the retail trader that bought from them there, start and get done unloading up here, the price fluctuates. The price tanks, right? Because that's the way the institutional investors and the market manipulation works, because the retail trader doesn't understand the market, right? And that's the way it works. And it's just, they rinse, wash, and repeat this cycle over and over and over. And the retail trader never catches on, because after you get beaten a few times, you leave the market, a new guy comes in, doesn't understand the market, and goes through the same cycle that you did, because they don't understand the way the institutions and the criminal gangsters and the market manipulators manipulate this market, because they understand that the retail trader won't get in until the price starts to appreciate significantly over a short period of time. If it does it gradually over a long period of time in 2x's over a couple of years, the retail trader will never hop on with that hype and that forceful momentum. But if it 2x's in a couple of months, the retail trader's in hysteria, just like they do it here in a shorter time frame. They buy here, the institutions, right? And if you learn this, you can trade. They buy in this consolidation zone right here, and then the price substantially appreciates in a couple of weeks of 70%. Then you have where we circled this consolidation zone flat sideways, which is the institutions that bought here selling to the retail trader that wants to hop in, because now they think it's going up here, because why wouldn't it after it just pumped 71% in a couple of weeks? And then it has that same forceful flush to the downside as they get done selling back to the retail trader. They buy shorts along with it to drive the price down, to force the retail trader to sell it back to them in this lengthy consolidation here. And then it pumps and has that forceful manipulated rally here. The retail trader finally buys back in, and you watch the repeat again. The institutions sell to the retail trader up here, in which they bought down here, and then the price tanks 75-80%. They load back up. It makes one final push, and they can get out, and then the cycle repeats itself. And then until the cycle repeats itself, until the cycle doesn't repeat itself. Because if you were on this last cycle and you were a retail trader that bought here and the flush happened, it might not stop here, right? Like, there's been major underneath support in this rising channel, but if you break this like you're threatening to, you might be buying up here, and the next flush brings you all the way back here, and you're at a 50% down, 80% down, 90% down. But I think this is eventually going to break to the downside. You can see we've had that leveling off. We had a nice rally and a nice angle to the upside here through about 23, but from about May of 2023, you can see we started to plateau, level off, and even started to trend back to the downside as a rounding top was noticed, as we had hyper pump, lower pump, bigger dump, bigger dump, bigger dump, right? And I think this is going to break to the downside. And this was our quick XRP technical analysis price update. Peace and love.